guys, this is Nick with Pen H Lawn Care in East Tennessee, for those of y'all new to the channel. But for those of y'all that come back to check out my shenanigans of every day, I'm still rolling with the cheetah, but I got a phone call. I had about 4:30 yesterday that my turf tiger is ready to be picked up. So I'll probably do that tomorrow because it's supposed to rain. And they called me at 4:30 yesterday. I was mowing, and whenever I got done with the yard, I called them back. But as I suspected, since it was after 4:30, or actually it was almost 5, they didn't answer, which if it's that close to 5, I probably ain't answering the phone either. So we're going to get to that. But what I'm going to talk to you guys today about is what I've been hinting at for a couple weeks, and that's the Exmark Turf Tracer 1,000-hour review. I'm going to mow this yard, but throughout the day we're going to talk about the Exmark, okay? Okay, let me take a minute to tell you about my specific Turf Tracer. It is a 2019 model. I bought it brand new in 2019. It is the S series, not the X series. It's got a 48-inch deck on it. I can't remember, it's been so long, but it's a Kawasaki engine. I can't remember if it's 22 or 24 horsepower. It's somewhere in that vicinity. I have equipped it with the weights. It's 10 pounds on each side, and the weight kit, I think, if I remember correctly, was $200. I installed the grass flap on it, $399. Now I purchased, and it definitely has seen its better days. This is the right Velke, not R-I-G-H-T Velke, W-R-I-G-H-T Velke, the one wheel. And people ask me if I prefer the one wheel or the two wheel. Honestly, I can't tell you, because that is the only one I've ever had, and I like it. I'm going with a one wheel again. However, Exmark does make sulky, or whatever you want to call it, for it. This is held up. Usually there's a carabiner right here, but mine, I think this is third or fourth one, but it broke again. So I'm just running the chain through this hook to keep it up. But Exmark makes one for this. The reason I went with this one, it was $400. Exmark's is $700, but it just clips up here. It actually has a clasp right there. You just lift it up and it clicks in. So whenever I replace that, which should be this season, I hope, I will be replacing it with the Exmark, just because I like the fact that it clips up in there. Don't have to deal with the chain and all this stuff, because believe it or not, whenever you're mowing, this chain will pop up and hit you in places that you don't want it to hit. If you're going over rough terrain and it swings up with that carabiner on it, it's just long enough to, if you're standing behind it, use your imagination where it's going to hit. This is your foot pedal for your grass flap. Just do it, and you can, people say you can't, but you can. Look, I'm doing this. You can feather the grass flap. It doesn't have to be stomp it wide open, stomp it closed. You can ease it up and down. I've had people tell me you can't do that. I do it all the time with the Exmark one. So yes, you can. And that is, I highly recommend putting a chute blocker on it. So oh yeah, the hours, 1,021.7 right there. And like I said, it's a 2019. It's not my main mower, guys. Y'all know I run a 61-inch Skag Turf Tiger is my main mower. That's a cheetah, but that's a story for a different time, or y'all can go back and watch other videos on why I'm running the cheetah right now. But as far as what has this machine cost me, that's what everybody's going to want to know. Nick, what have you spent on this machine? Believe it or not, I'm still running the original deck belt. Don't ask me. It's still in good shape. Now that I say that on a video, it'll break tomorrow, or break on this next yard I'm about to use it on. This is my third set of tires. So I usually get about 300, 350 hours out of a set of tires on it, something like that. You can do the math, but that's my third set of tires. for some reason, and it's not because I leave the key on, I do have to replace the battery about once a year. So I don't know if that's a problem with it or not, or if that's normal, whatever, but about once a year I do replace the battery. Now, a lot of y'all run the SWZTs. I see everybody with the SWZT because they don't want to spring for the more money for the Exmark turf tracer. What is the biggest difference is the Swizzit has transaxles. The Exmark turf tracer has separate wheel pumps and motors. That's a huge difference, and that's probably a cost difference in them as well. So what have I spent on it? I bought those. I bought the grass flap, 3 sets of tires, 3 or 4 batteries, and honestly guys, that's it. And I just did a video. I did a video about a month ago or somewhere along those lines, the Turf Tiger 2 1,000-hour review. Have absolutely no issues with that mower whatsoever, and it hit 1,080 hours, and I've had to spend quite a bit of money on it. So I pray I'm not jinxing this mower by doing a review on it and telling you how great it is. Let me get to mowing, and I'm going to tell you the 2 cons. And yeah, there's only 2 cons to this mower that I can think of. I'll tell you the 2 cons after I mow with it, okay? Let me show y'all one of my pet peeves real quick. So this guy does this all the time. You see how he just throws his dead grass clippings? There's the property line onto my customer's yard. Now he lives there. It's not like a mowing crew or anything, but all the way down through there. Let me get a good shot of it. See that? I mean, that's just ridiculous. So I'm fed up with it. So every bit of it's going back on his property. Hey guys, if y'all aren't doing this in this heat and humidity that everybody's going through, I suggest you do. Pack some watermelons, some oranges, apples, some kind of fruit to keep you hydrated and get them sugars, keep you going. Watermelon, I love oranges, but my wife's been putting watermelon in here. Yeah, good stuff. All right, now I don't know anybody that just says, hey, I want to go out and buy a walk behind. Most of the time, whenever you buy a walk behind, it's out of necessity. Here in East Tennessee, I've talked to you guys over in Western North Carolina. I know you guys out in the Midwest. Anybody that has to mow steep hills, mountainous terrain that you can't do with a stander or a sit-down zero turn, you got to have a walk behind. I've mentioned it before on my channel. Around here in East Tennessee, 90% of the trucks with the trailers with mowers on them that you see go by are going to have a zero turn and a walk behind on them, because you know you're going to turn down yards if you don't have a walk behind around here. Now, I don't like them. I don't not like them, but I don't like them. They're not the funnest thing in the world. They'll wear you out. If you have carpal tunnel doing this all day, it's just lovely. But I've had two buddies. Both of them actually bought, one bought an Exmark turf tracer. Quentin, if you're watching, and Aaron, if you're watching, he bought a Skag Swizzit. And both of them are talking about how after they get done, how bad their hands hurt. And one of them, I won't say which one, he's like, I'll leave that thing on the trailer as much as I possibly can. And I was like, yeah, but if you don't have a walk behind around here, you're going to turn down yards. And he's like, I'd rather turn down yards. So zero turns aren't the most, walk behinds aren't the most fun mowers there are to own, to operate, or anything like that. But like I said, they are a necessity. This one has been a good one. And I've still got to show y'all the couple of things I don't like. But as far as mowers go, knock on wood, I haven't spent hardly any money on that besides the hydro change, oil change, air filters, just normal maintenance. It's the only thing I've done to it. So I can't complain as far as that goes. And a lot of y'all go, well, Nick, that's because it's a Exmark. I can't say I'm going to argue with that either, because it very well could be. But anyway, there's my spiel. Oh, and the reason it's 6 years old and only has 1,000 hours on it, I've told y'all, it's a 48-inch cut. I only use it for my small backyards and hills, so it doesn't get a lot of hours put on it. And if I can keep from running it, I'm going to keep from running it, because I'd rather be sitting my old butt on the Skag. So that's why it doesn't have any more than 1,000 hours on it for the age that it is. So I'm at my triple cul-de-sac here, so I'm going to knock those out, and then I've got to cover some more things with you on the Exmark. Show you a few different things, since that's why you tuned in to watch anyway. Okay, before I get to the bad stuff, which it isn't even bad, let's cover routine maintenance on it. Okay, here's your drain plug for changing the oil. Just put a socket on that, take that loose, drain it. There's your oil filter. Of course, your air filter, you just do that. I'm not going to take it off because I'm embarrassed at how dirty it is and it needs to be replaced. Your spark plug, fuel filter. So that's the main things that regular routine maintenance that you're going to want to check out. And it's real easily accessible. Like I said, all that's real easy to get to. And your battery, just these wing nuts, just take them off, boom, it's ready to go. So the routine maintenance on it is real easily done. It's a breeze to go through. So I'm sorry, but there's your filter, fuel filter. So yeah, it's just been a great machine, guys, so far. 6 years old, over 1,000 hours, doing great. So now let's get to what I was talking about. Okay, to raise this side of the deck, you just lift it up, and there's this little spacer here, right here, that'll hold it in place. And then you take these pins out and adjust it like that, and then adjust it to the height that you want. Lift it up. Follow me over here. It's got a little handle right here. Make sure this is back. Lift it up, push it forward. It'll hold the deck in place. while you take the pins out. And real quick, you stay right there. I keep it sprayed with this just to keep that lubricated. That makes it easier to take the pins out and go up and down on it. So the deck adjustment could be a lot easier, but fortunately I'll leave it all in the number 4 hole, so it's not so bad. I rarely adjust the deck height, but that is the big negative in my book, is how do you adjust the deck height. One, go. Okay, ever since I've had this mower, I've had this one complaint, and I'd say about 50% of you agree with me and 50% of you don't. Exmark's known for clumping wet grass. 50% of y'all are going to say yes it does, and 50% of y'all are going to say no. 6 years, over 1,000 hours, I've mowed a lot of wet grass with this. It's always clumped. But if it's dry, this thing, as you can see in the pictures or the video at the beginning of it, dry grass, Exmark has one of the most beautiful cuts on the market, in my opinion. It drops great. You can pattern it, do the diamonds, whatever. It's just a great cutting machine. It throws out clumps whenever it's wet. But other than that, go over it one more time and it disperses it, and you still got a beautiful cut on it. Guys, overall, again, 6 years, over 1,000 hours, it has been, I've told y'all that the Honda push mower, in my opinion, is the best lawnmower, most reliable lawnmower, best cutting of any lawnmower on the market. In the time that I've had this next to the Honda, it has been one of the most reliable mowers I've ever owned. The only time it's ever failed me is because of a dead battery, or because your hydrostatic lever right here sometimes will fail to make connections down here, and you just got to adjust that, and that'll keep it from starting. I learned that the hard way, but it's a real simple fix. Matter of fact, I took it to Cox Tractor, and he got it to start with a pocket knife, but then went in and just adjusted it, and it was good to go. But reliability, quality of cut, I just can't say enough good things about it other than the clumping and wet grass. I don't plan on replacing this machine anytime soon. I haven't even been looking at upgrading it or going to a newer model, because why? It's paid for, it's tried and true, and it's kept me going this long. So if I was to trade it, I would get the exact same thing that this is, just a newer version. But I don't foresee me doing that for several years. I've seen guys, they'll replace the muffler on it, but other than that, I don't see any reason in changing it. It's paid for, so it's going to continue to make me money, and that's what you want, a good reliable machine that's paid off, that keeps making you money day in, day out. So anyway, let me know what your thoughts are on the Exmark Turf Tracer. I went with the 48-inch cut because, like I said, I do mainly small yards with it, hills, and I can get in most backyard gates with it. So it fits my business, it fits into my business very well. So that's my 2 cents on the Exmark Turf Tracer. Drop down in the comments what you think of it, if you've tried it, or if you have any more questions that you'd like me to answer. I'll do my best to do that. Be sure and hit the thumbs up. I'd love it if you'd subscribe. And as I say after every video, I'll catch you guys on the next one.